Hi everyone and welcome to GTO Charts. Very excited to be bringing you our latest update to our 6 Max Cash C charts, which you can see in front of you now. Our 6 Max Cash C charts are 5% rake, 100 big blind, no ante, 3-bet or fold strategy. The updates, as you may have already guessed, are down here at the bottom. I will go through these in a moment, but what we had previously, and we're not going to take it away, is we had our raise first ins. We didn't have any of this under here, and if you were 3-bet from under the gun, you would have to go here and then check out the various positions that you were 3-bet from, whether it was the middle position that cut off the button, small blind. The same was for when someone raises in front of you. In this example, we are in middle position and under the gun has opened in front of us. This is the suggested ranges that we should 3-bet or 3-bet only, because we are not, we're either folding or 3-betting as we set up here. And so on and so forth. You have to click through the tabs to get, to work out the action that you should take when your opponent takes a particular action. So we're going to leave that there, like we said, but the great news is that it's all going to be on this front chart here, this 100 big blind, all raise first ins. Let's take an example to show you what I mean. Let's say you're under the gun in a 6 Max game and you raise up, let's say ace 10 suited. So you're going to be doing that 100% of the time, and the button 3-bets you. Okay, what should you do? Okay, just as simple as, okay, you keep your mouse here, you're under the gun. All these actions here relate to under the gun, you being under the gun. So I set the button 3-bets, so we click on that. Quickly opens up this window. This is button 3-bets, you're under the gun open, 100 big blinds, and you mouse over for the exact 4-bet ranges, which is really cool. So we set ace 10 suited, and we just mouse over, and it's telling us to 4-bet when our random number generator is 18 and below, and to flat when it's 19 to 59, and the rest of the time we are going to fold. So in this instance, if you quickly look over at 88, the RNG, it's just changed, but I will go with the first number I see. That's what I normally do, and it's important that you make that decision before you start using these charts, whether you're going to use the number you first see, or if it clicks over, that you can use the number it clicks over to. So just be aware of that. Either choose one or the other. I like to do it whatever the first number I see. Okay, so also let's say, okay, let's stick with our ace 10 suited example. We're under the gun, and let's pretend our random number generator is like, oh, there it is, it goes to 5. That was good. In this instance, we're going to 4-bet, and away we go. A recommended sizes up here for 4-betting is 23 BB when you're out of position. This is debatable. Sorry, 25 BB when you're out of position, 23 when you're in position. This is all based on raising in for 2.2 big blinds, and recommended 3-bet to 8 when in position, 3-bet out of position, 10 big blinds. Okay, so let's get back to our example, and we're under the gun. We've got ace 10 suited, and we were 3-bet, so we 4-bet. If we look here again, we've got ace 10 suited. We're going to go for the 4-bet because we saw a 5 over there before. And what happens if the button shoves over the top of that? Normally you would panic, but don't panic. Just click on here and ace-10 suited is definitely a fold. Makes sense. These particular charts here, these shoving ones, don't have the exact ranges because they're pretty much going to be call or fold. So you can see that ace-10 was pretty much a 4-bet bluff. So you need to have some bluffs in your range, which you have here, and of course some premiums. So in the instance they shove, you can call with these hands. There are some little spots here where they're few and far between, where we're not going to have the exact range, but you can pretty much have a guess at that. That 10s looks 50-50, the jacks looks 75-25, but most of the other ones you'll see are pretty much call or fold, call to the shove or fold to the shove. Okay, some other scenarios that you will encounter in a 6 max game is when your opponent opens before you, and so you're not the first to act. The example I gave before is this is pretty much your opening and the ranges, and we looked at what happens when you're 3-bet. The other situation, as I just said, was you know, an opponent opens before us. What should we do with our range? So let's say under the gun opens, and assuming it's for 2.2 big blinds, and we're on the button. So come here, mouse over the button, and simple as going, oh, under the gun is opened. What should I do? Click on here and going to 3-bet. All these pinky purple hands, depending on some of them will depend on the random number generator. Others are just a flat out 3-bet all the time. Aces, obviously. The premium, and then some bluffs, semi-bluffs, just to keep everything balanced. Alright, shall we use ace-10 again? No. Let's go with ace-3 suited. So we 3-bet 48 and below. Number generator says 42 at the moment, so we're going to 3-bet. Yeah, and under the gun open. If they fold, happy days. If they 4-bet, don't panic again. Under the gun opens, you 3-bet, and under the gun 4-bets. What should you do? Ace-3 suited is pretty much a fold. So you can see that that's just in your bluffing range. If it was aces, you had aces, it's saying, you know, pretty much 50% of the time just shove over the top of it, 50% of the time call. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it, and all the rest is depending upon your position and your opponent's position. You know, again, like you're in the cutoff. Let's say you have middle position is open in front of you. Actually, this is a better example. This is a often used, often encountered spot. You're in the cutoff, you open, and button always likes to 3-bet you. In some of the games I play, you get 3-bet a lot. From there, I used to panic, but not anymore. I just say, let's say I open, I don't know, Queen Jack suited, our friend on the button 3-bets. We just go, okay, button 3-bets. I open Queen Jack suited, and I'm going to 4-bet. Very, very small amount of the time, 5%, and flat the rest. And obviously we're going to 4-bet aces a lot, but even recommending to flat that some of the time. But 4-betting ace-king suited, kings, ace-king off makes sense, and folding out all the rest. So it's as simple as that. And there is one spot that we don't cover on this front page, and that's when you're in the big blind. You'll have to actually click on here. You're in the big blind. The only time you're going to have to probably go away from this starting chart, because you don't actually open. Obviously, in the big blind, you're defending all the time. and all the ranges are here. If under the gun opens, middle position opens, cut off button, small blind, suggested actions for GTO, balance, and if 4-bet, let's take an example. I don't know, let's go, we're in the big blind, under the gun opens, and we 3-bet, ace-8 suited. And under the gun 4-bets, what should we do? Ace-8 suited, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fold. Yep. And then so on with the shoving and calling ranges. One thing to take note of here is don't have these exact ranges yet. We're planning to add them, meaning you're going to have a bit of a guess here that aces, a little over 50% of the time, you're just going to shove over the top of an undergun 4-bet and recommended a call. Ace-king suited, recommended a shove 100% of the time, because I guess who wants to play ace-king suited out of position? Okay, that is it, I think. Again, check out the charts. You can, if you're not a member, you can join for $1.99 for 24 hours to check everything out. Don't forget about our other charts. We have tons of other charts. We have 6 max, cash, A, B, C, and deep stack. This one is our recommended one for the moment. Hope to be updating our deep 6 max charts soon. We also have tournament, 100 big blind, 6 max, and spin and goes. We have pot limit Omaha, heads up, cash, and some push fold charts. And let's not forget our sponsor down here, GTO Wizard. Great tool. Got some bids up on YouTube. Check those out. And there'll be a link in this video for you to go to the Wizard, get a free subscription or 10% off on a premium subscription. Okay, hope you enjoyed this, and hope to talk to you all again soon.